going to teach the central theme of the Bible and the main theme of Jesus preaching, and unearth and unpack the text so that we can hear like they heard. And that's so important, because I'm going to show and teach the results of broaching and approaching a text to make sure that you are critically reading out of the text, which is an exegesis, versus reading into a text, and teaching how you sniff a text until you smell it. You have to sniff it until the smell becomes distinct, and then how to chew a text before you taste it, so you can distinguish what's happening in the biblical context. And Jesus' ministry took place during Second Temple Judaism, and he talked about the kingdom of God. And I'm going to be sharing the results of that kind of exegetical approach to understanding Matthew 24 and 14, where it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached around the world as a witness, and then shall the end come." Because this text is dealing with an exact gospel, is dealing with an expanded mission and an eschatological experience. Wow. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you at that time.
What time is this? What time is it?
11:30.
You were too light. I thought you was going to just give us give us a motto. G1, G2.
Well, one of the things I want to say to the pastors, because we're talking about valiant leaders in volatile times, is that you're made for this moment, and you've been brought into the kingdom for such a time as this. And when I say you're made for this moment, I'm pulling from the text in Genesis 2 and 7, where it says, "Vayasir Yahweh Elohim Ethafar Hamin Adamah," which says, "And God formed man from the dust of the earth." That word Yatsir means to form with something in mind, never to change. I want you to know God never changes his mind about you. No matter what you go through, no matter what your failures, no matter what your victories were, God never changes his mind about you. You have a fixed call. The calling and the gifts of God are immutable. And so you were built for such a time as this. And I'm going to teach about the kingdom and the power of God that's available to you when you understand who you are.
Well,